Hello everyone, myself Srivali, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Cybersecurity and Data Science in MLR Institute of Technology. Today, the overview of presentation includes representation of relations using matrix, representation of relations using graphs, representation of relations. So, what is this representation of relation? Means we can represent the relations in the form of matrix representation, that is graphical representations. So, relations can be represented in two ways. Those are matrix representation and also graph representation. So, matrix representation. So, here a relation as a matrix. So, let us check the definition of the relation as a matrix. Let P is equal to A1, A2, A3, so on, Am. And Q is equal to B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn. Means the elements which are present in set P, we are denoting with A1, A2, A3, so on, Am. And the relations which are presenting in the elements which are presenting in the Q, I am just representing with B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn. Now, these two are called finite sets. Let P and Q are finite sets containing m and n number of elements. The number of elements in set P, m, number of elements set in the Q is n. R is a relation from P to Q. The relation R can be represented in the form of m into n matrix, that m equal to mij, which is defined as mij equal to 0. When we can consider that as 0, if that particular a comma b, ai, bj is not equal to, does not belongs to relation. So, and it will be considered it as 1 if that particular ordered pair is belonging to the relation. Means here mij is equal to 1 if ai, bj is that belongs to R. It is equal to 0 if ai, bj does not belongs to R. So, let us do one example, one or two examples so that you can understand here. Let us suppose P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, Q is equal to A, B, C, D. So, P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, Q is equal to A, B, C, D here. So, now if you observe here, the P you have to consider it as rows and the second set you have to consider it as columns. Now, R is equal to 1A, 1B, 1C, 2B, 2C, 2D. Now, you have to represent this in the form of a matrix. How to represent here? As I already mentioned you here, the rows you have to consider 1, 2, 3, 4. First set you have to consider it as rows and the second set you have to consider it as columns. Now, so just observe here. So, in the relation we have 1A. Means as 1A ordered pair is belonging to the relation, means as ai, bj is belonging to the relation, as 1a is belonging to the relation, you have to consider it as 1. And 1b is also 1, 1c is also 1. And as 1d is not there, it does not belong to the relation. That's why we have to consider it as 0. In the same way, if you go 2b, so 2b is 1, means 2a is 0. And 2c is 1, 2d is 1. And as we don't have 3 and 4, you have to write it as all zeros only. So, this is like here how to represent the given relation along with the set in the form of a matrix. So, this is what whatever we have done, this is what the answer. Next we have one more question. Suppose A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 1, 2. Let R be the relation from A to B containing A comma B if A belongs to A, B belongs to B and A is greater than B. So, what is meant by this A is greater than B here? So, what is a matrix representing R? So, here A is equal to 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 1, 2 means what here? This is 1, 2, 3 rows and B is equal to 1, 2. So, R is a relation from A to B. If A belongs to A, B belongs to B and A greater than should be B. So, that is nothing but, so base means they didn't given any relation capital R. They have given only sets here, set A and set B, and they are saying that this R is a relation from A to B. So, R, whatever the order base you are getting, that is from relation A to B, containing A comma B if A belongs to A, B belongs to B and A also should greater than B. Means for example, A should be greater than B means what here? First write down A cross B, as I don't know what are the ordered pairs I will be getting. From that ordered pairs only you have to find out the relation. First, let us find out the universal relation. So what is the universal relation you will be getting here? So 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, and 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 2. So this is a universal relation. From this universal relation, you need to find out the R. Based on the condition A should be greater than B. The element A should be greater than B. So that order pair only you have to consider in the relation. 1 is not greater than 1. 1 is not greater than 2. But 2 is greater than 1. So you can include it. 2 2 is not greater than 1 here. 3 is greater than 1. So you can include it here. And even 3 is also greater than 2. You can include here. So this is the relation you are getting here based on the condition given here. For this, you have to give the matrix representation. So first write down set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 as rows and B is equal to columns 1, 2 and 2, 1. So that's why it is 1. 3, 1 it is 1. 3, 2 is 1. The other are zeros. So this is the matrix representation. So here we have one more question. Let A is equal to A1, A2, A3 and B is equal to B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. Which order pairs are in the relation are represented by the matrix? So here they have given only sets here and they have means that is nothing but they have given the matrix representation. They are asking us to find out the relations. Previous questions are they have given the relation and they asked us to find out how to represent it in the matrix. And one more question is here. They have given only sets. They didn't given any relation, but only condition they have given. Based on the condition, we have to find out relation. Then we have to represent in the form of a matrix. Now matrix is there. Based on the matrix, you need to find out the order pairs. Means relation you need to find out. So as we know that the first set we have to consider it as rows A1, A2, A3. And here B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. So here, what is the relation you will get here? R is equal to, for whichever the ordered pairs you are getting one, only those order pairs you need to include in the relation. So that is nothing but A1, B2. That's it. In the first row, we have only one for A1, B1 and A2, B1, A2, B3, A2, B4. Next, we also have A3, B1, A3, B3 and A3, B5. So, only for these mentioned order pairs, we have the one. That's why it will be included in the relation. So, like this, based on the matrix representation, you can also find out the relations. Next, representation of relations using graphs. So, a relation can be represented pictorially by drawing its graph. Means pictorial representation of the relations, we can call it as graphs. So, just like pictorial representation of the sets is called Venn diagrams, in the same way the pictorial representation of the relations we can call it as here graphs. So, let capital A be a non-empty set and R is a relation on A. R can be represented by graphically by the following procedure. So, let us suppose we have capital set, that is capital A as a set, non-empty set and R is a relation. And how that R can be represented in the form of a graph is, you have to follow these steps. Let us see the steps here. The elements of set A are represented by small circles or points. So, the elements of set A, for example, set A is equal to, I have 1, 2, 3. So, the elements of set A, how you will be representing in the form of small circles. So, small circles, or you can write it as points. Better I'll suggest you to round up, means circles only. And these circles or these elements we can call it as vertices, or even we can call it as nodes. Vertices in the graph we'll call nodes, we can call it in the tree. So if A comma B is belonging to R and or A is in relation to B, then vertices of A and B are joined by continuous arc with an arrow from A to B. These arcs are known as edges of the graph. So what is the meaning here? Elements of set A is equal to 1, 2, 3. But in the relation, they have given 1, comma 2, 1, comma 1 and 1, comma 3. Of course, so many are possible with A cross A. You will get a whole universal relation. But the relation given is 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3. What they are saying, if A comma B if A is in relation to B, then only we have to give the continuous arc between A and B. So see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 no here. So how you will be representing here with the small circles 1, 2 and this is 3. Now in the given relation, what are the given order pairs? We have 1, comma 2. So A and B are joined by 1, comma 2 are joined by continuous arc with an arrow from A to B. Here 1 from 2 no. So 1 from 2 arrow mark. Means always the arrow should point towards 2 from 1. Now 1, comma 1 is there. So just look at here. If A is in relation to A, 1, comma 1 means A, comma A. If A is in relation to A, then vertex A is joined by 2 itself, loop around. Means you have to draw like this loop. And even 1, comma 3 is also there. So 1, comma 3, the arrow should point towards 3. So like this, you have to give. So for example, 2, comma 3 is also included. Then 2, comma 3, arrow should point towards 3. So this is like how we need to represent the graph here. So representation of relations using here graphs. So let us see the example here. A drawing of the directed graph. What is meant by directed graph? So the graph which consists of directions is called directed graph. Arrow marks will be pointed here. So a drawing of the directed graph with the vertices A, comma B, comma C and D and the edges AB, AD, BB, BD, CA, CB, DB is shown here. Now you need to draw the graph. So how to draw the graph? This is already drawn here, but here we will be drawing here. How many vertices are there? Here A, B. So you can point the vertices in anywhere. So A, B, C, D. So but I am following one direction A, B, C, D. Now the edges are what? A, comma B. So here A, comma B, arrow should point towards B. And we have AD. So here D, the arrow should point towards D. BB means here you will get self loop here. Next BD. So BD means what here? So the line should be arc with from B to D and it should point towards D here. And C, comma A. So C, comma A means here you will get here and C, comma A. So that's why C, comma A means arrow should point towards A. And DB. So a DB means what? Again you will get here and the arrow should point towards like this. So like this you will be getting here. So even you have BD, BC, CB is also there here. So CB means what here? You will get here. So arrow should point towards B. So like this you have to draw the graph for the given relation. So they have given edges which are nothing but they have given the ordered pairs. Based on the ordered pairs and vertices you need to draw the graph. This is nothing but representation of relations using graphs here. And this is another example. What are the ordered pairs in the relation represented by this directed graph? So same thing, vice versa. Just like matrix, they'll be giving matrix representation, you need to find out order pairs. They'll be giving order pairs, you need to find out the matrix representation. In the same way here also, till now, they have given order pairs, we have represented in the graph. Now they have given the graph representation. From this, you need to find out the order pairs. So if you observe, total how many vertices are there? 4. So set A is equal to here 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. Now, what are the relations you will get here? From this, 1, 2 we have. So, but here the arrow is pointing towards 1, which is nothing but here you can write it as 2, comma 1. 2, comma 1 here. So, now 2, 2 is also there, self loop. And here 2, 2, 3 is also there. So, 2, 2, 3 means here 2, comma 3. And there's also self loop is there. You can write it as 3, comma 3 self loop. And here Now 4 to 3 is there, 4 comma 3. Now 1 to 4 is there, 4 to 1 is there. So you can write it as 4 comma 1, 1 comma 4. And 1 3 is there, 3 1 is there. So you can write 1 3, 3 1 also. So like this, these are the ordered pairs you will be getting here based on the given graph here. So that's all about today's session. So today what we have discussed is, so we have discussed about what are the types of the relations like universal relation and composite relation, complementary relation, compatibility relation. So like that we have discussed about the types of the relations and how to represent the relations. So representation of relations using graphs and representation of relations using matrices. So that's all about today's session. So thank you.